Hey guys, it's Dan the Medic. Welcome to the channel. Today it is 4:20 a.m. in the morning, guys, and I'm at Ellis Island where we have over here double bonus poker where I got 3 8s. Let's hope for a fourth 8 for a 4 of a kind, guys. Here we go. Come on, 4 of a kind. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, boo. Darn it, guys. Well, you can't win them all, but there is an excellent nighttime special that goes into the wee hours of the morning. So let's get something to eat. Alright guys, you might be thinking, Danny the Medic, what happened? I thought you were at Ellis Island, right? Now, for those of you who watch my channel, you know my videos are my reality, brought to you for entertainment purposes, you know, as it actually unfolds, you know. I didn't know I was gonna be back here in my lobby with my free coffee. All right, so yeah, I got a little explaining to do. So what happened was that the Village Pub at Ellis Island is a 24/7 place, okay? And that being said, I didn't check to make sure they were open before I started the video at the video poker. Upon which, right, I went there and I saw this sign, right, closed until 7 a.m. for deep cleaning. Well, obviously they deep clean, I believe, every other week. And that's why they get a whole bunch of A's, guys, right? I'm very proud of Ellis Island. They do a really wonderful job, you know. And a long time ago, I used to have these videos I would publish, specialty videos. Okay, now I gotta explain. Village Pub is the restaurant near the front, right? Near the main casino area, right? Back then, years ago, when they used to deep clean, and I've been here like decades already, you know, well, like decade and a half, you know. When they deep clean, they moved their operations with a special limited menu to the Ellis Island BBQ area, right? Now, during those nights, they have the best steak and eggs because they will actually grill it on the Ellis Island BBQ grill. And I will mark it on my calendar, which nights they do the deep cleaning, so I can go there and get that nice charry flavor. You know, yeah. That used to be a thing. I have videos. Go search for it. It's somewhere years ago, right? And then, so what happened is that they started to renovate the Ellis Island, right? They did the casino, blah, blah, you know, the front and then the back, and then they're doing the Village Pub area, right? That's being renovated. And so they're currently operating out of the Ellis Island BBQ, which used to host a whole bunch of slot machines, okay? So Ellis Island BBQ area is closed, you know, for the deep cleaning, right? And therefore, the operation moved to the Front Yard restaurant, one of the newer restaurant offerings over there, right? So I went to the Front Yard, and they told me that, yeah, they moved it over, but, you know, they got to get ready to move everything back and finish cleaning the front yard and stuff like that. So at 4:45 a.m. is the last call for the to-go orders. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'll take it to go, you know? And it was the nicest manager. I didn't even know he was the manager. I thought he was just a regular dude. Nicest manager ever, you know? And yeah. So I ordered my food to go, and now I'm here with my to-go order. Let's see what's inside. Here we go. Reality at its finest, guys. Oh, it smells terrific. All right, we got some forks and knives and spoons with salt and pepper inside. What could it be, guys? Ooh. All right, we got toast, Wow, this is a nicer toast than usual. We got 2 eggs over hard as I have asked. And let me get this thing open so I can flip it over. And behind the 2 eggs, we got the steak. Oh, interesting shape. I don't know what country this looks like. I don't know. But yes, we got the steak. Let's take a closer look. Oh, you know what? What this looks like? It looks like a pork chop. You turn it around this way. That's what it reminds me of. All right. So a nice piece of steak. Get a knife. Let's see if this plastic fork is good enough to cut it. Come on up, come on up, come on up, come on up. Here we go. Medium. Oh, so good, guys. Nice charry flavor of the grill they use at the front yard. Who knew these things? Nice steak flavor. Nice tenderness. It is very nice. 8.8 for this steak. Very nice, guys. Now I'm telling you, right, I am no stranger to to-go offerings, right? Back when I used to be on the ambulance, after every call, I would go get something to eat. Almost every call, you know. It's like, all right, great, you know, hey, let's get something to eat, you know. And I would get things that are more handheld. So entrees like this is not usually what I'll get. I'll probably get a burger, chicken sandwich, pizza, fried chicken. You know, things you can hold in your hand, throw on a pair of gloves, you know, eat until the next call comes in, guys. Right, so obviously the French fries have been in this container for a while, so it's not as crispy as it should be, but it's still good, right? These fries are now a lot more like potatoes rather than fries, right? You see how it bends, you know? See it jiggle? So it's not as like hot and fresh because it's to go. What can you do? All right. In a previous video, I had demonstrated the fact that I can use the method called the Korean wife. All right. What do you mean, Danny the Medic? Right? A viewer had left in the comment below that his Korean wife is able to do chopsticks and a Korean spoon in the same hand and alternate, right? And I demonstrated that very same technique over at the, what's that place called? KJ Dim Sum with Steve. I was like, Steve, you know, a viewer has said that, right? And in that video, I said that maybe next time I go to a steakhouse, I can do where I have a fork and a knife in the same hand, upon which I just use one hand to both cut it and, you know, eat. So let's give that a try, guys. Here we go. Here's a steak. One hand, fork and knife for the same hand, guys. That is a miserable fail, guys. I need something to stabilize the steak while I cut it. But I tried. No, it cannot be done. See, you gotta. Now, if I could have done it if the steak was nailed to the plate. Oh, how nice this is. Yeah, very nice. Very nice, easy to chew, wonderful flavor. Then put a little salt on it. It comes with a little bit of salt. Tear it here, you want to get some salt on there, baby, yeah. Put some salt on the eggs as well. All right. Now let's try the eggs. Over hard, guys, nice. I wonder if there's such a thing as sunny side down. I really enjoy over hard eggs because that's the way I used to make it back at home all throughout growing up, eating fried egg over ramen, right? Notice how this is a circle, or it was before I cut the edge off of it. And back then, in my mom's place where I grew up, my mom had a wok, right? Then in that wok would be the totally round bottom, right? A lot of woks being sold nowadays, so-called woks, have a round edge and then flat bottom and then round edge. That is for white people, you know, who have white people stoves. Because you gotta put the wok on something. If it's you know, like a fully round, you know, it's just gonna fall, right? So the Chinese wok, you need a ring, right? A metal ring for you to put the circle onto, you know, so the round bottom stays, right? And yeah, my mom had that, right? And a wok that was so old, the whole thing was black, carbon steel, you know, like very nice wok, right? And what I would do, I'd turn it on, the wok, pour some oil. Back then I used corn oil. And I would have the oil be smoking hot, then I pour in the egg, right? And then it would be like bow, 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 bow. And the egg, because the egg whites are boiling, so it kind of bubbles, right? And then as it bubbles, it cooks, and it got this nice crispy edge around it. Then I flip it over and cook the other side. Oh my goodness. And then of course my ramen will be over there on the next burner, and I just put it on the ramen and I eat it. So good, guys. It's like that bubbling action of the liquid boiling while it's being cooked leads to this like this over here is nice, got a crispy edge, but it's not made like that. So that egg, right? And of course, because it's a round circle, gravity brings the egg to the center of the wok, making it also a circle. So I really enjoy that kind of stuff. Ate for the eggs, very good egg. Let me try this toast here. Well, much like the fries that since been sitting in a box for this long had turned to potatoes, this toast had turned to bread. Yeah, but that's what happens when you take it to go. But overall, very enjoyable food over here. Oh, so good. Wonderful. All right, so Thank you for watching this bizarre video. You know, hey, I bring you my reality. I don't make stuff up. You can't make this stuff up, guys. Have a good one. New Vegas video every Friday. Oh, before you go, I'm going to ask you for a favor, right? Obviously, you know, please subscribe, right? But no, it's a different favor, right? Please put it in the comments below what you think of these sunglasses, right? So I'll tell you, I've been watching reruns of The Blacklist, starring James Spader and the girl in the FBI, whatever, right? So I was like, hey, those are some really cool sunglasses that Raymond Reddington has on, you know? So I've been like, oh, I want to get some Raymond Reddington sunglasses, you know? And then so I actually looked it up. So I did what I usually do. I find a cheaper alternative, right? So here we have these glasses. What do you think, guys? I got them from my usual place, Zenny Optical. It's as close as I could find, right? Somewhat of an aviator, and it's a little bit flat on the bottom. I mean, like, it's not exact, but, you know, $30. Shipped. Put it in the comments below.